I know that ain't mixed by G.
Alright, so we're gonna hop right into this video. This video about de-essing. And we using a Renaissance de-esser on this one. But everything applies to de-essing in general. For me, like I said, take the knowledge I give you and take it. But we're gonna start with the de-esser. I got it on this track right here. It's the one we focusing on. And what I'm gonna do usually is I play it through and see how much syllabants is in the track itself. So I'll play it.
It took a while, but I get it now. Blood ain't thicker than water. I can't let that shit hold me down. How the niggas you ain't struggle with be the ones that actually hold you down.
So it really ain't too bad on syllabants, but it got a little bit. So now what I do, I go to my de-esser and I always side chain it so that you can only hear the S's passing through. And what I do is I sweep the frequency ranges until I just hear the frequency of S coming through. So like I'll show you. I'll go over here. When I drag it close to 2,000 and all that, you'll hear more of the vocal coming through. And as I go higher in the frequency range, you'll see that you'll start to only hear the syllabant. So, for example,
it took a while, but I get it now.
Okay, so what I do with that is I sweep it until there's only S's getting through. What I just did, I turned the range down so I can hear a little bit more of it. But I'm emphasizing right here. This is an emphasize on the range. But what you're going to do is I turn my side chain on and I sweep the range until I hear just S's getting through so I can know where I'm going to cut those syllabant sounds from. So
it took a while, but I get it
like I said, this is not going to be much because this clip, it just didn't have much syllabants, but it has some. So now I go back to the audio and I could hear, and I usually turn the range down between, you got to realize syllabants is usually between 5 and 12 decibels, so you want to boom. I usually start around that age, just play with it.
It took a while, but I get it now. Blood ain't thicker than water. I can't let that shit hold me down. How the niggas you ain't struggle with be the ones that actually hold you down.
And then that's a little bit too compressed threshold. I want to turn that down a little.
It took a while, but I get it now. Blood ain't thicker than water. I can't let that shit hold me down. How the nigga.
And now I just play with it and listen to the before and after. So this is before.
It took a while, but I get it now. Blood ain't thicker than water. I can't let that shit hold me down.
This is after.
It took a while, but I get it now. Blood ain't thicker than water. I can't let that shit hold me down. How the niggas you ain't.
And I like that a little bit. It just did exactly what it had to do. It took some of the syllabants out of, you listen to the S word that he said, it takes some of that syllabants and remove that out and make it a little bit more cleaner. And that's all we're going for when we're editing, is to go cleaner. This isn't effect-based editing. This is literally just cleanup. And you don't want it to be something that's too noticeable. That's why I say even on the threshold, you don't want this to be too overly compressed so it start taking the life out the vocals. We're just trying to take that syllabant sound away. So thank you for watching this video on de-essing. If you want to get more in depth with de-essing, I am starting a course that's going to actually be an in-depth preview. It's actually to this song. You'll get these files for this song, and then you'll have step-by-step on how to go in depth with every step of mixing, even with the syllabants of how to go in depth with taking S's out that the de-esser might miss. Well, thank you for watching. This is Mixed by G. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm out.
I know that ain't mixed by G.